Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So my friends, I want to give you here an update on SoFi Technologies, ticker is SOFI. Yeah, trading here at $22.40 plus 6% yesterday, but in the pre-market we start to crash here, minus 7%. I am not surprised, guys, to see that. I will explain you here why. I made recently not that much videos on SoFi because the stock just did what it has to do. And if you already know my old video here from March 2025, then you also know that the main algo supply zone, which means the main resistance for SoFi, is $21. But I already mentioned here in my very old video from March, or maybe even before that, guys, I already said that SoFi will come back in this target zone between $20 and $27 before potentially we see a sell-off, guys. Yeah, this is not financial advice. I give you here my full opinion based on the chart, and now we check together here if I have been right with my prediction or not. And by that, guys, to answer this question, we use TradingView. As I said, this is a very old chart. Yeah, I never changed here, nothing. And I also will let you know what could happen if we see here a sell-off for SoFi. Okay, let's press play and let's see if I was correct with my target zone. Then I explain you all these price levels here. So guys, breakout attempt. This is here a very important price range, $13.92. The algo landing zone here is between $11.75 and 10 cents. This is where the strongest support is waiting for SoFi. You can see we have here a couple of attempts to break this price level, found support. And that was the beginning of the squeeze, guys. Main algo supply $21. Here you can say we start to play ping pong. But what we had to do is we had to come back here to $22.75. When you see this green line here in my chart, this was one of the oldest open gaps which we had for SoFi, guys. Here is one open gap. Maybe you cannot see that. I'm sorry, I'm working here on a small screen right now. Here was one open gap, guys, and that was an open gap from November 2021. Whenever you see these kind of gaps, guys, in a chart and a company is not diluting, that means we have a very high chance to close these gaps, guys. Yeah, and that was the final open gap for SoFi, guys. When we see here our gap indicator, no, we have no more open gaps. Yeah, no more open gaps to the upside. That was the price move which SoFi had to do. When I say had to do, guys, that means the chance that the algos close these gaps is about 90%. Of course, when a company starts to dilute or make reverse stock splits, then it don't need to happen. But SoFi did exactly what I expected, guys. Yeah. Now we start to gap down. This is, in some way, it's good. Yeah. So my price target was correct. Yeah. We squeezed here to $25.11 with a daily candle. And that was exactly what I expected. So now let's talk about why I expected that already here back in March 2025. So when we zoom out, and if you don't know my channel, guys, yeah, I'm always try to predict breakouts in the stock markets or even short squeezes. I have a long list of squeezing stocks here in my pocket, and usually I share those special stocks on Patreon with my members. Last week we had this beautiful squeeze here of 152%. So you can see that SoFi took a very long period of time here, 3-4 months, until we had this final squeeze here. And this stock here, guys, just squeezed in one day 152% after my prediction. So this is what I'm usually doing. I try to predict breakouts in the market, and as I said, these stocks, I share those stocks on Patreon. We have a very big community there, guys. The full package membership is my most popular membership, where every day new members joining in. Yeah, we are a very huge community, actually. I'm very proud of that. And if you want to join in, guys, you not only get access to all my breakout and short squeeze predictions, also to my trading tutorials, member FAQ section. So there is a lot of content if you want to start and learn trading. The link patreon.com/blackbelttrader is also available in the video description. Yeah, guys, why I'm not so super bullish on SoFi? It has two reasons. It's not only SoFi. The stock market is overheated right now, which means we should expect a correction very soon. I made a detailed video on that on the S&P 500 as well. But when we now see the chart pattern here for SoFi, I hope you can see that here with all these lines and fields. I have to adjust that, otherwise that, you know, is a little bit difficult to see. But we have here a descending, guys, very important, a descending trend channel pattern, which means even this is a super bullish move, SoFi is not in an uptrend, guys. Very important. We are here in a descending trend channel pattern, which means that this line here is the main resistance. But because of this open gap, I said that we will squeeze and close this open gap, and then this red trend channel here, this red line here, or trend channel box, is the main resistance. So when we zoom in, let me, guys, move that here a little bit away that you can see that. This is exactly where we got rejected right now. The good news are, guys, yeah, you can see here, the candle tried to peak above that price, closed below this red box here, and now we start to dip down, and guess what? Below $21. Why? Because $21 is the major resistance. This is what beginners in trading don't know. Just because a stock is able to squeeze about these price levels here, we had that 1, 2, 3 times, that does not mean, guys, that this will become a support. The market makers always try to, you know, make you FOMO into stocks before they crush you, and then you end up with a huge minus position over months, years, or even with a total loss if this company is diluting and performing reverse stock splits. The good news are, guys, yeah, so first of all, I will delete this green line here because this gap has been filled right now, so we delete the line. But the good news are, guys, that the stock is gapping down. And what does that mean? That SoFi will have a new open up gap. I write that here for you. Zack. This is, by the way, guys, trading view, what you see here. Yeah, this is not only a nice chart tool. I'm traveling right now, and while I'm traveling, I got a lot of RSI alerts and buy alert orders here on my phone. So I'm using TradingView here for all my charts, of course, for all my videos, but also as an app when I'm traveling. This is very, very good. Not only when you travel, also when you're not at home, you know, and you cannot trade at home, then it's a super, super cool app on your phone as well. If you don't have TradingView, guys, yeah, I'm not sponsored by TradingView, but I have a discount link in the video description if you want to get that today. And I'm using here the premium tier. This is also what I recommend. So blah, blah, blah. So what we can see, guys, here we have an open gap at $22.26. What does that mean? No matter how deep, yeah, how deep SoFi will now crash or correct, we will come back again. No matter when, we will come back again to $22.26 in future, guys. Yeah, this is for sure. Of course, it's possible that we just close this gap today. You can see here in the pre-market, the price is now $20.70. So we will start somewhere here. Maybe we get rejected at $21, or maybe we just close the gap today. Keep that in mind. Yeah, we will come back to this price level here. Let's talk about the bull case, guys, the bullish scenario. Let's talk about that SoFi breaks this descending trend channel pattern and starts to short squeeze now. Then we should not see a price lower than $20, guys. Somewhere here in this range, yeah, is the trend channel top line, which means that can act as a support. Even better would be that we stay above $21, and then we could start to short squeeze from here. If this will happen, I will make a separate new video with all these short squeeze price goals. But if we don't stay above $20 or even better $21, guys, then we will start to close all the open down gaps. And for this, keep that in mind, $13.92 is a very, very strong make it or break it price level for SoFi. But now we talk about the open gap situation. So I will switch off the drawings for a second, guys. And we have a couple of open gaps in the chart. The closest open down gap here is $21.21. The next one is here, guys. You can see that here also in the gap table, $19.29, $16.81, and so on. So that means when we don't stay above $20, then SoFi will start to close these gaps, yeah, step by step. Of course, you don't need to expect here a straight line to the downside, but you know that is something like this and like this and like this, if we cannot continue to short squeeze from here, guys. Yeah, very interesting stock. I like, of course, the setup here for SoFi, but I don't like to FOMO in. When I see this overall pattern here without now my trend channel lines, it looks like that SoFi could start to break out. On the other side, guys, the market is overheated. The market will correct sooner or later. As I said, watch my S&P 500 video for all information, but this was the final move which SoFi had to do price-wise. But the good news are that we leave this open gap here at $22.40, and this range here and that no matter how deep we fall, sooner or later we will close this open gap as well. My friends, that was the update on SoFi. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for your loyal support. I really appreciate that. I wish you great success and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.